Hello everybody and welcome to Meister Tarot on this beautiful day. Hope you're all keeping well and bubbly and bright and sparkly and all the good things. I hope you're looking out for your emotional bank and you're keeping it nice and full, so that looking after yourselves and doing what you need to do for yourself, so that you have the love and compassion and the ability to give to others. But look after yourself, because if you don't look after yourself, you can't look after others. So today, hello Meister. Yeah, he's here. He's always here, giving me a prod and a whisper. So what I want to do, I'm going to use my mystical manga cards today. These are my political cards, and I'm just going to have a quick look. Trump released a statement the other day, oh goodness me, where he said that he said my envoy to the Kosovo-Serbian border, his ambassador Rick Janelle, I think it is, can't read my own writing, I should have been a doctor, visited the Kosovo-Serbia border. So the fact that he's going, my envoy, the ambassador, blah, 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 blah. Now, poor Rick has been caught between a rock and a hard place, because he was claiming that he was there as a private citizen. He is not there in any official capacity. The fact that Trump has now dubbed him in as technically being his political envoy has made him a sacrifice for whatever reason, and it does mean that he may face charges of interfering in another country's political process, etc., if this Rick ever returns to the United States. So Trump has really lumped this poor fellow in it. But what I want to do, the question I want to ask today is, it's a really simple one, but I will do an extended spread on this, so I'll just do it as a standalone question. Does Trump believe that he is running a shadow government? He keeps putting out these press releases as if he is still in government, or he is running an opposition party. Yes, some in the Republican Party see him as the leader figure, but he's not the leader in any way of the Republican Party. That is the, what's his name, McCarthy in the House and McConnell in the Senate. So, you know, you really do have to wonder what delusion this character is operating under. So I just want to ask, does Trump believe that he is, because it's not the first time he's interfered like this, not the first time he's sent, you know, his people somewhere that they shouldn't be, it's not the first time he's issued releases giving governmental advice that is not his to give, or recommendations or demands. So I just want to ask, Meister, I know you do get a little bit tired of the political readings, don't you? Yes, he does. We're just giving them a go for a while, the political readings, to see how they go. We'll throw in the more overarching questions, a couple of humorous ones, a couple of planet ones as we go along. But today's question, and I'm going to do an extended Celtic cross on it. Does Trump believe he is running a shadow government, acting as if he's still in government, if he's still the president? Press releases from the desk. Does Trump believe he is running a shadow government? Does Trump believe he's running a shadow government? Right, let's have a... I don't know that that felt quite right. I'll just do a couple more. Does Trump believe he's running a shadow? Does Trump believe he's running a shadow government. There we go, that's better. For anyone who knows tarot, you'll know that there is a certain feel to the cards when they're ready. Okay, first card out of the deck is the card. It's the Eight of Cups. It is the card of emotional loss. It's also the card of walking away from what does not serve you, or walking towards what does serve you, or what you're truly after. There's a bit of an arrogance and swagger in the walk of this character. I'm wondering if it's on an emotional level. Trump still believes that he is in charge and he's just sauntering along, crossed by the government. So he's liking to think he is, but there is a real government. Base of the pack is the Tower. Now this is breaking down of old to be able to rebuild, and abrupt change. But I think what this is that this is his Tower moment. It is doing him no good to go down this path. In the past is the Hanged Man. This is him seeing things from a different point of view, where he's and when I say different point of view, I don't mean different point of view from what is. This is a different point of view from what should be. So past presidents generally don't interfere in the following presidency's decision making and diplomatic processes, but this is him thinking things need to, he's seeing things differently than what it should be. He is causing a lot of anxiety with these actions. I think there's a bit of, oh, good grief as well, but anxiety. The near future, you've got, this is the isolation, investigation. I think what's happening is he's found himself isolated and he's desperately flailing around for some relevance. He is struggling under a burden of irrelevance, but I also suspect that he is struggling under the burden of lawsuits, so he's trying to keep himself in a position where he can argue that these lawsuits cannot be brought against him, but he's just setting himself up for heartbreak and loss. So, burden and loss. Hopes and fears, the King of Cups. So this is an authority figure who is diplomatic, calm, emotionally balanced. This would have to be Biden. So the hope is that he fears Biden. Sorry, I don't know where that come from. I was going to say the hope is that Biden will diplomatically work his way through this Trump, trying to run this shadow government. But this is in the hopes and fears. But I think it's actually, because I'm reading about Trump, is quite the opposite. In fact, he actually fears the authority of Biden. And the outcome itself is he's just doing it for the money. He's doing it for the money, but the truth will come out. So this is the mercenary. You've got working for the money, then followed by the mercenary, followed by the Ace of Swords, which is a couple of meanings. It can mean a strong truth coming forward. It can also mean a double-edged sword. Be careful what you wish for. So he is crossing very close to the line of what is actually acceptable. Base of the pack is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is some fortunes rise, some fortunes go down. And the Two of Swords, so a difficult decision. that needs to be made. Ooh. Sorry, I'm as unbalanced on my Erskine file here. Oh, I'm so high-tech. So my reading of, I hope that made sense, my reading is that he is keeping up this facade of a shadow government in a desperate attempt to stay relevant, which is A, to make money, and B, to try and evade the legal system in regards to if he can sort of pretend he's still president, then he believes it increases his capacity to argue that he shouldn't be prosecuted and that he has executive privileges, etc. So I don't think that's going to fail, but to me that's very strongly behind what he's doing. He's treading very close to the line as to what is legally acceptable from a past president. As I said, he's calling this poor guy his envoy and ambassador. It's not Trump's envoy and ambassador. He is not in charge of America, and he has no authority to be sending naming some. I mean, I know it was an ambassador that he had put in place while he was in office, but he is no longer Trump's to be ordering around. So, skating very close on thin ice. So that's why he's doing what he's doing, money and trying to retain legal presidential relevance so that he feels it can bolster up his presidential executive privileges rights. So I hope that made sense. Oh goodness, I'm looking forward to the day where no one has to read on them anymore. So if you've got any questions, in the box below. Otherwise, love you all, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.